for both stories, you should carry through the idea of the bubble thing, because like you see in some films where like the camera's very focused on the face and the person's hunched over, and the way that they're sitting, it's very focused on them. But then like it was something similar I saw it in. A girl sitting there hunched over, and around her there were people and they were blurred out and very focused, and also everything. They edited the sound so it sounded like your ear was just below water, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, basically just it felt like one moment she was thinking about, or she couldn't control what she was thinking, was under the water, and then when they edited the sound, it sounded like she was being lifted out of the water, and then people were talking to her.
Right. Okay.
And I think, do you get what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. So maybe in the negative one, you could have it so that she's bubbled and you can see everyone talking, you can't hear them.
Yeah, but
then she never gets found.
Yeah.
And then in the positive one, you do the same scene, and then someone maybe comes and taps her on the shoulder, and it's suddenly gone.
It's okay. I think it's too much. I think that it's a perfectly reasonable thing to put in the film. I just think that you have other options. You could have it so you have in the negative storyline. She's sitting in her room and she's got the phone with her and she's just about to call the helpline. But then you have the end of the story, which I think which could be the same thing. Like it just goes in a circle, because that is actually how it happens. Like what's going to happen, because that sort of thing you do get caught in a cycle, and
so maybe that choice could happen more than once, and maybe she decides again not to call, or maybe
and then it's like I don't know a common one, but I think that if you did do the thing where you basically just repeat the first scene in the negative again at the end, that's your ending, and it just shows a cycle. I think that might be bring something different to that short story, because you see them all the time.
Right.
Those sort of like for charities and stuff.
You see one story rewind to the other one.
No, I mean you see them dying.
Oh right, yeah. Do you think that if it was rewound, it's sort of suggesting that it never happened, or do you think that?
No, I don't think
refreshing?
we should. I don't think you would do anything like rewinding. I think that you just have you create it so the girl starts in her bedroom, and she's on the phone, whatever.
Does lots of stuff.
And then does lots of stuff, and then she ends up back in her room. You would film it again at a different angle or something, but it would just be the same scene.
Right.
And then she would still be sad. She would still be trapped, and she would still be caught in that cycle. I kind of think 50-50, because if the happy one is longer, then it kind of hints at it's more common. I don't know. That's my personal feeling, because I've seen like those sort of things before, and sometimes I just feel like things can get better, but it doesn't. I think it'd be stronger if you had 50-50, because it can either go one way, and they are very bad situations.
No, I see what you mean. Also, it showed that like the struggle to get better is just as long as you took to get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
that's good.
Yeah, I think you should definitely try and do 50-50, even if, and I think that you should do, I don't know how you're going to do it, but by imagining it is that you do the sad one first and then you do the happier one, or do you have like,
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, the sad one should probably come first, especially if we're doing your idea of doing the loop.
Yeah.
But
And I think if the second one has an ending to it, and the first one doesn't have an ending to it, I think that's what will make it seem like the first one isn't just a rewind. Because if those two are together, then it seems like one option you're just going in a circle. The second option you have an end.
Right. So you don't want it to be like, if you don't call once, that means you can never call again. So it's like, even if you do struggle for a long time, you can eventually get help. And I see what you mean.
Yeah.